Is 50 too old to ride this bike? I don't know. I've had a lot of fun riding it. What do you guys think? 2002 Honda CBR954 Fireblade. Oh man. Right, so is 50. I'm gonna be 52 next year. Ooh, man. So I've been hesitating to make a video on this bike. I've owned this bike all summer. We just did a video talking about all the miles we've rode on the bikes that we had that were available to ride. Over 900 miles, almost 1,000 miles on this guy. I think it was like 964. But I haven't made like a real video on this bike to like talk about it, review it. Primarily because I wanted it to be the best video that I've ever made. And a lot of what I had in my mind, I had to have help with. And my videographer, she's gone off to college, that rascal. And every time I came home and the weather was bad or we had something planned the entire weekend, and it just never panned out. Man, it's November and this is cold. Hold on. Ugh. Here we go. There, that's probably a little better for both of us sitting in this chair. But like I said, I wanted it to be amazing. But I think it warrants having a little bit of a discussion about the ownership of this bike over the last 6 months, how I got it, and the guy that I got it from was a heck of a story, and I think that's worth telling. So, the guy I got this bike from had this for, I want to say, 20 years? No, not that long. This is a 2002 Honda CBR954 Fireblade. So a lot of ways, that's all you need to say. It's kind of like any other woman in red. Fireblade. He had bought it from a guy that was a doctor, and the doctor had bought it new in 2002, and he put like 1,500 miles on it in 2 years. So in 2004, the guy I bought it from bought this and owned it until this year. So yeah, 21 years. That was close when I said 20. He had this for 21 years. It does have some high mileage on it. If you've noticed any of like the shorts or something like that, we have, you know, had it and screened how many miles, and it's just under 73,000 miles, which, I mean, look at her. 73,000 miles on this girl. She's looking good. The guy that I bought it from loved it. He rode it to work almost every day, weather permitting. He rode in the rain. He didn't ride in the snow, but he just loved it. And here's the kicker. He bought this when he was 51. I bought it when I was 51. So the question remains, I mean, am I too old to be riding a machine like this? Apparently not. This guy, you know, he's 73 when he sold it to me, and he replaced this bike not with a cruiser, not with a car or a truck. He replaced this with a BMW S1000 2025. The guy's absolutely insane. I bought this bike from him, and then I had a work trip, a whole bunch of timing problems to be able to go back and get it. He was about 2 hours away from me when I went to go look at it. and I rode it, and that sold me, right? Like I've talked about many times. I've been chasing that adrenaline, that feeling I had when I was a kid, that youthful spirit of being able to feel the power that these machines have. And I got it right there that first day riding this thing. I just had to have it. So we negotiated and priced a little bit. He understands it's older. He had done so much maintenance right up to the point where he had sold it. So it's got 2 brand new tires. It had a brake job. It had a problem with the regulator. It just quit on him one day, and that's the day that he bought the BMW. He had it towed to the local Honda dealer, which also sold BMW, and he decided on that day just to leave it with those guys. He bought the BMW, hopped on that thing, and then rode it 1,000+ miles with his son on the trip to go to no other than the tail of the dragon. At 73. This guy is awesome. So like I said, we had some problems with the pick back up of the bike. I wanted it. I told him I'd take it. We agreed he was going to hold it for me until we could figure out the delivery. And then we just couldn't. So what does this guy do? He says, I'll bring it to you. I've never had a bike delivered to me before. That was pretty awesome. He shows up here, full race suit, riding this thing, probably having the same feelings I have when I get on this thing, because he knew it was the last ride. And I'm glad that I gave that to him. You know, he was able to, you know, take his time, hit some back roads coming down here, enjoying the last moments that he's going to have on this bike. And that's something to me that I can just carry on with the story of this bike. How much this guy loved it. Now, I commented on that bike, the rides that we had trying to hit 5,000 miles. I commented on this, that it's not comfortable for me. I take all that back. I mean, it is comfortable. It's just a different riding position. I can ride this thing all day. My hands go a little bit numb. There's some vibration that comes through it, but it's a different position where you're putting all that support on your arms. I mean, maybe I need to do that. Start bulking up, get rid of this. Maybe I'll do that this winter. I'll start trying to get in shape so I can ride this thing like a beast. But the reason why I said that in that video is my style more now is just to enjoy this. Like today, this beautiful day. There's no wind, there's no clouds. It's crisp and cool. But man, this would be a fun day to go for a ride and just to enjoy it. This is a workout. It's a fun workout. Don't get me wrong about that. You know, like I said so many times already, that exhilaration that you feel when you wrap on that throttle and you watch those RPMs just climb, and you hit about 7,000 RPMs, and all of a sudden you get a whole nother gear. It is incredible. Rush. But is that a young man's game? I mean, I don't need to rack up speeding tickets. I don't need to have my insurance just go through the roof. Man, I don't need all that. And like Chase and I have been talking about boy stuff. He's into cars now and all the supercars and stuff like that. I think the attraction to most people is the art. And this bike is beautiful, and it serves the purpose that I've always wanted. I wanted a bike that I can look at and feel all that rush of going 100 miles an hour, not even having to ride it. And that's what I think exotic cars give car guys. I mean, they're extremely expensive, but everyone is still limited to what the speed limits are. So it doesn't matter if it goes 200 miles an hour. It doesn't matter how fast you can get there. Back in my younger days, we got tickets for excessive takeoff, for essentially racing, when you're not really racing. You just, going through the gears quickly. Anyway, this to me is a talking point, and I love it. I mean, it's immaculate. The guy took extreme care of this machine, and I feel like I need to continue to do that. Stay up on the maintenance, keep it washed, keep it clean. ride it regularly, to keep it in the working order that it is. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think that's a wrap for me, guys. This is Mike with Ace Cafe Bikes. We'll see you next time.